Hello, everybody. Welcome to another day in the world. We're back in NetSlum here on the Hongik server, so quick thank you to Dow for having Hongik up at this moment. Um, this is the 21st edition of the Weekend Warrior by my count, which is amazing because honestly, I didn't think I'd be doing 5 of these. Little bit of a history lesson as far as my dinky little channel goes. Way back in August, way back in August. 50 years ago when 2020 was still in its, mid stage. Feels that long, doesn't it? But I started uploading these videos, and Fragment was something I sort of fell into. I saw .hack Network doing live streams, and it looked really viable and the kind of thing that I could do, strangely enough, without talking. I don't know. It seems to be a fairly common thing with people, but for me, it's always been a bit of a thing. My voice just sounds weird, and I get very self-conscious about it. As you can tell by the fact that I now never shut up, I've gotten a bit more comfortable with the concept, but it still irks me every now and then. But anyway, back then I'd be doing these uploads and just simple uploads. But I really didn't know how to do any of this. I had no clue. I'm not very tech proficient. So it would be extremely frustrating. I would work on learning to die less videos, I would work on retro videos, and it was fun and it was rewarding, but it was stressful. And I just needed a way to blow off steam. It was also a time where I was not playing my Blade Master characters so much. This was my main character, and it quickly phased out of favor when I got my wife into playing Fragment a bit because I was so many levels higher than her that it just felt like pointless. I'd be standing there waiting for her to get a hit in, then I'd one-shot something. And, it worked out well. We got her some levels, but she never really got into this game to the point where, the levels would catch up too much. And anytime we would try to power level, it just didn't work out well. So, I would play a lot of my long arm and lower level fields, still do, and I would play a lot of my Wave Master, not only just playing for fun and for random uploads, but I was also doing the Learning to Die Less series. That's a series that I take a bit of pride in. It sort of fulfills the two functions that this channel fulfills in general. One, it's a gameplay channel. It's video games I like to play. Nothing too modern. Just things I enjoy. And two, it serves as sort of a live blog, if you will, a chance to show off step by step the process of me learning to do this whole YouTube thing and uploading. So it fulfills two functions really well, and I think for the time I did it, which it was admittedly brief, Learning to Die Less really does show off a bit of a maturation in my ability to do stuff. And I still say some of my better videos were at the end of that series. That said, that series was, I want to say my Wave Master was level 12 when it wrapped up. Got to do that awesome 2-part commencement episode for episodes 9 and 10. But there's been a lot of game I've covered since then. Been a lot of things I've picked up on and a lot of things I've wisened up to. So I kind of feel like it deserves a revisiting. At the same time, I'm sorta stunted on what to do here. Here while I'm yammering, we'll just random field until we find a field about level 60. 86, that would kill us in half a heartbeat. So I kind of want to get back to doing things that would be more entertaining rather than just forcing a blade master run every week. And I do want to revisit learning to die less, but I don't think it's the kind of thing I could hammer out 10 episodes on. So going forward here, at least for the near future, I'm going to be alternating every other week between a Learning to Die Less Revisited and a Weekend Warrior. And the Weekend Warrior's probably going to feature my long arm. I'm not 100% on that, but the options for a level 25 character right now are a bit more varied and open. Plus, it's right around the range where the people playing the game right now are, and there's a better chance of partying up. I've said it 1.5 million times. You're probably rolling your eyes because I'm about to say it again. Partying up, getting in a group, having fun with your friends, that's the best part of this game. That's the magic. Something that's sorely needed in the world the way it is. 65 would probably kill us dead. Oh, what the hell. We're a level higher than it. Let's go for it, huh? Level 65 Firefield. No clue what the keywords mean. Of course, I didn't sleep too well last night, and if they were in English, I'd probably struggle to tell you what they mean. Got a stream coming up here in a half hour, so... But I did want to give that heads up, and now that we're on that, time to get all buffed up and start this run. Portal number 1 there. Okay, Dark Guru. Not feeling good about that. Get him out of there. Then we have the Orgnapalon. I like these guys. Really neat design to them. Not too bad so far. Getting good experience, say that much. I should just run to the dungeon. Couple nightmares. It's not like the server's gonna level. It's already 99. Go ahead and pop my potion, cause you never know. You really never know. Especially in the field, there's always the chance of that other monster wandering up behind you. Oh look, speak of the devil. Okay, it was funny the first time. Literally, as I'm laughing about a monster just wandering up out of nowhere, another nightmare comes up. So as you can see, the game's really in take no prisoners mode. I'm going to take the hint on that. Let's go ahead, Grunty up. Let's hit that dungeon. That way, if it's on the deeper side, I don't have to shortchange on the dungeon part of the run. And if there's a little time left, maybe come out and hit the field again. Check out the spring and things. This is going to be one of those flesh dungeons. You can tell by the type of dungeon on the outside. You got the seashell there. I'm going to get right up against the mouth, so when I dismount the Grunty, I could just hit enter before that portal pops. See, it's got battle mode start, but we've already got the waiting thing, so the monster can't actually attack us. We were in, it just didn't know it yet. Nice little way sneaking past. Hit our fairy's orb here. Pretty straightforward. Sort of an H with an antenna, at least from the looks of it from the outside. Starting things off with a risky treasure. I'll take that. Now it looks like our stairs down are going to be on the left hand side. So we'll go ahead and clear out the right here. Got a couple square-shaped rooms. Ooh, a couple dejected and a nightmare. This is gonna be painful. Especially if my fingers don't work right. Oh man. Woo! That was close. Don't like it getting that close. But we get through and pick up 18 experience. So this is going to be a nice challenging board here, not gonna lie. May have to come back and run this again sometime when I don't procrastinate through my Saturday. Actually give myself adequate time to enjoy things. It's not that I procrastinated. It was a really long day at work. And I kind of put off doing a video that I kind of felt I had to do and really didn't do justice to. A bit of a personal insight into me, nothing too personal because, you know, I'm not an interesting person for starters. But I grew up on a baseball field, basically. I loved the game of baseball. And Tommy Lasorda passing really was a bummer on my week. Guy was 93, he'd been sick a while. It's not like it wasn't expected. But, you know how that goes. Sometimes you just hear something and it's nothing that's too extreme. It just hits you on that personal level, strikes a chord, if you will. Okay, get rid of the dejected. Keep our butt alive. Now get rid of the guru, and it's just us versus a pair of nightmares. This is a fight I like our odds in. Get it down to 1-on-1. And we escape again. You'll notice I say escape because we did, what, a few portals out there on the field, and that's our third battle of the dungeon. 6 battles and our speed charm's already worn off. Not a usual sight for our usual effervescent, clean, crisp runs here with our Blade Master. Of course, I will say I've had a bunch of help with the recent ones. The holidays were kind to me there. We got to do a lot of special stuff. I got to team up with a lot of really cool people. Got ourselves another risky treasure, and inside the blue box is a resurrect. Resurrects are never a bad thing, but sometimes they're just kind of a bummer. Kind of hoping for this really cool item, and, you know, it's the old Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown gag, I got a rock. So that's the right side cleared. Gonna make our way back across the middle and check out the left. Got a couple T-shaped rooms in this one. So the nightmares, not too big a problem. Still seeing their counterparts, the dark horses, in my sleep state. Not so much sleeping at night, but that would make them real nightmares. That would have been a good joke. But more of a nap hallucination than a full-blown sleep one after the short eternity I was farming BT's wand. Pick up the moon there. Come into one of these square-shaped rooms with the insert. This portal jumps. Nightmare and Solo. We'll take that. It's gonna be about, what, 6 experience? Hack work, but somebody's gotta do it. Let's hope for something better than a resurrect here. Artisan soul, okay. We chewed through a good bit of those already. Getting one back, certainly a bit to the better. I will take a moment and heal back up, though. Get ourselves back up to that full 1433. Which sounds like a lot, and then you see a heavy axe. Those guys seemingly have endless hit points. Can understand why it's such a popular class, actually. It's big, it's tanky, it's got some cool models, and it gets all the hit points. This one's kind of a glass cannon-y fighter. I'd imagine Heavy Blade does more damage. I picked up a Fox Crest. What on earth is that? 61 light head armor. Ooh, Ola Rep and Rip Main. That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Water element, but it doesn't really detract from the others. That's a neat armor I've never come across before. Paranightmare. Get first strike in on both of them. That'll show them. Take that, bits of code. Gonna stop trash talking now because spells scare me. Hey, if random skulls were dropping on your head, you'd pause too. Maybe not, but that's why you're watching the video and I'm making it. You're better, I concede. See if there's an egg over here. Nope, that wing's empty. So down to floor number 2 we go. Couple dicey situations, but nothing too bad. Let's see what second floor has in store for us. Getting a good bit of levels in too here. As per my new usual when soloing. Gonna re-up on my buffs right away, so I'm not worried about them running out in the first portal. Little more resource consuming, but I like having the insurance. Can already see the stairs down there. So we know this is gonna at least be 3 floors. Yeah, I thought they'd moved a little too far away. Okay, that didn't hit me too hard. I will certainly take that. And hey, there's another resurrect. Not disappointed by it really, just another resurrect. Regular chest this time, and I get a flame blast. Okay, we have a Dark Guru and a Dejected. So the Dejected's probably gonna raise the Guru here. No, didn't get to it in time. Okay. Not mad at those results. Common sense says you take out the one that could revive. You want to do that, you want to cut down the amount of battle you have. That said, there is an argument to be made for taking that Guru out first and putting the Dejected in a position where it's either gotta waste time resurrecting the Guru, or the Guru's dead and you don't have to worry about getting hit with 2 spells at the same time. I suppose it comes down to your personal playstyle and preference. I'm just saying that's there. Oh, it's the Earthman drill. So as you know, I've had mixed luck with the Banes. And I've got plenty of Knight's Bane on hand. But I don't really feel like making another video of me failing to hit Knight's Bane. So I'm just gonna chuck spells at this thing till it dies. Actually did this in a run the other day. And aside from running me way low on Artisan Souls, it was kind of fun. Just sitting there and casting over and over again. Finally upgraded from that bare bones ROM spell I was using for the longest time. So we're just piling up a bunch of twigs and letting him magically explode on this guy. He's gonna start healing if we're not careful though. Yeah. He's gonna heal for 400. Which means one more ought to do it. Could have data drained him too. That's probably not a bad idea. Go for some of these nifty rare items. Maybe a virus core. Maybe a level down. You never know what you're going to pull out of a data drain. Part of the magic of dot hack fragment. I know that sounds sarcastic, but that's really just my voice. Truth be told, there is a bit of magic to this game. Virtually everyone who plays it just sort of gets that giddy feeling of, oh my god, I'm playing dot hack. I'm in the world. And it's tough not to get that feeling. It's tough to not get that enthused by it. Because if this was, you know, part of your childhood, part of your early life, perhaps your adolescence, you know, it's kind of a big deal. So they were nice. The Dejecteds took mercy on me and didn't go for the endless resurrection train. Pick up another fox crest. So we're getting good experience. We're getting some unique items. Now that I said that, watch, somebody's probably got 28 fox crests in a guild shop right now, and I just didn't know because I didn't check. Taking a bit of time too. Let's see if we can at least wipe a couple of these guys out here. Okay, 3 of them. Not gonna waste time healing all of that via spell. The items are there for a reason. 4 Dark Gurus, that's a bit of a keep calm and panic moment. Okay, another Earthman drill and our buffs are gone. Fortunately, it's a spot where the buffs weren't really doing us much good anyway. Now we just need to get those elemental hits going. There we go. You really want to see that 740. 742 on an elemental hit. That's what we're going for. That's where it's at. Of course, overall, I guess I can't complain. We haven't been at this a super long time, and it's already down below half. I think once we get it down to about 1,000 here, it starts looking at healing. One more ought to do it. Yeah, it's not going to have time to heal. Cool. Going to heal ourselves. And we'll do that via spell because we'll have a couple seconds while applying buffs again to go ahead and get some of that magic back. By that I mean skill points. pick up a bloody egg before heading to this medium-sized corridor. Couple guru. Wasn't looking for either one in particular, but we found them. They found our sword. All's well that ends well. Disarm the trap and pick up a fox crest. Seen a lot of the fox crest. Not mad about that. Heading to floor 3. And let's see what we got here. Fairy's orb. There's the stairs down again. Another Earthman drill. And my dumb... I had that coming. I hit a speed charm. So I am kind of worried at this point because we're hitting more and more of the Earthman drills. And I know I am using up a fair bit of Artisan Soul here. Probably about 4 to 5 at least per Earthman drill. So, as much as I hate to do it, running a little short on time today too. And again, my apologies, just sorta things piling up and timing wise not working out the way I would have liked them to. Got a bit late on my uploads. So we're doing this Sunday morning, and don't want to cut this run short though, so we're not gonna 100% this dungeon, but we will see it through to the end. The end may be this Earthman drill. There we go, he's finally down. Check out our items. Healing elixirs down to 72, Artisan Soul 73. Yeah, they caught up to the elixir use right quick and in a hurry there. I'll make that 74. Treasure chest always there to help when it can. So let's go ahead down. Down to the 4th floor. Maybe this is the final floor and we could take our time on it. Got a split room here, take the chest in the middle. That room off to the right on the map looks like it would contain some breakable objects, maybe an egg. Usually skip those when you're playing multiplayer for the sake of time. Gonna skip them here as well. Picked up a restorative. Not mad at that. Okay, Gligon. My big fancy jumping attack is Earth Element, so it could hit for an elemental hit, which does like 700 if I get the elemental hit. In the long run, I found that just hitting the attack button a million times works out just as quick, if not a little quicker. That said, nice to see a big old beastie dragon that I'm not afraid of in the least. It is going to give me 7 experience. Got a couple square rooms and a 4-way intersection coming up once we clear this area. We're in a T-shaped room now. Got a dead end room coming off to the right. We'll check that out next. I will say, for those of you who have been watching regularly, and I really can't thank you enough for that. It's such a surreal thought to me that I could throw something on the internet and people who, you know, don't know me, who've never met me, could actually just be interested in the content itself. But you'll notice I did a ton, an absolute load of .hack content last year. And I'm kind of throttling back on it a little, not because I've become less interested in it, but because I've already covered so much. Plus, there are other games I kind of want to show off. I've been doing a bit of Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. Really love old school dungeon crawlers. Part of my affinity for Dot Hack is because it's a dungeon crawler at its heart. But I think that in itself is a really underrated game. And I wanted to show it off. Plus, the post game is really, really cool with it. Also trying to diversify my retro uploads a bit as well. Okay, so this is not the end. We won't waste any more time on those square rooms. Let's just get through these Nabalons and charge forward to the exit. That was reckless of me. Anytime I'm down around half, I should really just take the time and just go ahead and heal up. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That treasure chest gives us an ice leg mail. So this was a fire field, and we're getting some fire equipment and some ice equipment. I don't know why, I just sort of like taking mental notes of what gear you can get where throughout your adventures. Just in case anyone's looking for anything. Like a beginning character, especially heavy axes, seem to have a problem hitting early in the game. So finding like a fire lizard or something with Aptorv. Of course, then once they get some gold build up, you tell them about Hunter's Bloods, and the world just opens up once you get that, 15 accuracy boost. So that's floor 4 in the books. Let's head down to 5 and see if we stay alive. Haha, bad rhyme. Couple smaller rooms here. Smaller rooms, generally an encouraging sign if you're looking for the end of a dungeon. See if we could take out this Nabalon quick, since we have that elemental hit and the water strike. And since I was hoping for a quick knockout, we of course only get one elemental hit and it takes a bit longer and we have to heal halfway through. But hey, them's the breaks, right? Okay. Nightmare goes down pretty smooth. Pick up an Inferno Call out of the chest. Not sure how much these scrolls will be selling for, but the names sound badass, don't they? Inferno Call, Flame Blast. Overran the portal here, so you get a bit of a more unique view of Gligon on this one, and it just does speak to the just sheer size of this dragon. Like, you are tiny in comparison. I'm using the tall Blade Master model there. But that thing's easily 15 times your size. Gives you that epic sorta feel. What on earth is a Smiling Blade? Smiling Blade's level 50. Level 50 heavy blade weapon. Got Rig Same on it, got Spirit Drain on it. Folks, I'm gonna hold on to this one for a while. If you're a heavy blade, I'm gonna do a YouTube thing. Let's do a YouTube thing, huh? If you've got a heavy blade and you're looking for a level 50 weapon, just go ahead and message me. And the first person to message me about a heavy blade, I'll meet you in game and you can go ahead and have this weapon completely free. I'll hold on to it for, let's say, a week. Okay, 3 of these guys is a bit of a problem. So first thing we'll do, eliminate the problem. we get rid of 1. And the reason I say 3 is a problem is because if they all cast, we're dead from full health. I'm not exactly sure on that map, but I do know my magical defense could use some improvement. It's probably a good idea for me to look into some Beast Blood. I believe that's the magic defense up consumable. Might not be a bad idea to get some... I don't know, maybe look into some lighter armor for the magic defense too. Here's a diagonal hallway, and I believe the treasure room's gonna be beyond this. The statue. Yep, there we are. Let's see what we get. What are our goodies? An oaken leg mail, a yellow candy, and a recovery drink. Not too shabby overall, if I do say so myself. Now let's take a moment, as I would typically do in the earlier videos. 840 experience on the way to level 67. If we had a bit more time, I'd go ahead, finish this up, and get to level 67. As the channel, as the series, as everything I do is basically a work in progress, though I feel a little rough and slightly incomplete is on the nose. That said, I am going to go ahead and do my usual sign off. Let's go ahead and... Nice, it said okay, and then in Japanese. I gotta edit these sometime. But in the meantime, I'm going to do my usual exit out on a Sprite Ocarina. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming with yet another edition of the Weekend Warrior. Take care. I hope your day goes well, and look forward to seeing you in the next.